Hey guys, GoldStreams here again. Trade I took on Monday. Well, two trades. So the 24th of February. See, we had a bit of range to the left hand side here, around 70, 80 pips. Gold was just ranging. It had clean range to the downside for sells. Sells did look much better, to be fair. But I was also open to buys, and I think that's very important to understand. When you're in the market, when you're trading, you have to be fluid. You have to do sort of take the opportunities that the market gives you, not sort of wait for the market or force the opportunities that you want to see. Anyway, so we was sort of into this trade as this candle was breaking out of the zone. Now, this trade was taken on smaller time frames. So this trade was taken using sort of the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1 hour as a confirmation as well. As you can see, the 30-minute was breaking the high, and it wasn't used with full risk. Now, this trade was used with about 1.5% risk. You'll see the entry going in a minute. So as this trade was sort of as the 5-minute candle was closing, waited for the other 5-minute candle to retrace a bit, and then had the entry in there as it was coming back. The stops were back in the zone as I'm expecting this candle breaking the high. Then I don't want it to sort of break the low. But today I had a lot of technical issues. So I came in the morning, I started the PC, and the Wi-Fi dongle wasn't working. I was resetting the Wi-Fi router, trying to sort that out, and it just wasn't doing me any favors. And then I realized that I think the dongle was broken, so I had to sort of try and fix that. And then I realized that it wasn't the dongle at all; it was actually the USB port in the PC. And then that turned out so the magic keys wasn't working as well because that works off Bluetooth, and that's in the same sort of in the same board of the USB ports. So it was just a nightmare of technical issues this morning. So recording was very, very challenging. Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out. Nothing was really going to plan in terms of technical side. But when it comes to trading, we stuck to the plan, right? So we was looking for buyers as this candle was breaking the high. As you can see, we wasn't looking sort of for a massive return on this. We had about a 13, 14 pip stop loss, and we was looking at around 20 pips for take profit. So for the wick to be filled on the left hand side. Now, this trade didn't sort of shoot up. There wasn't a lot of volume this morning pre-London. When I see a zone like this break, I normally like to be in and out the trade as quick as possible. This trade lasted a total of like 7 minutes, so it's not long, but constantly monitoring drawdown. As you can see, the stop loss wasn't just placed randomly, right? It was placed back in the zone. It was placed below 5-minute wicks, right? So what it was, if this candle came back and started, coming back into the zone, too far into the zone, I would have closed 50%. I wouldn't have let full stops get hit. What I'm really curious to see is the wicks on the left hand side, right? So the shorter wicks on the left hand side, not the wick we're trying to fill, if they can be broken. Once those shorter wicks could be broken, then I'm expecting sort of volume to come in and just carry the candle the rest of the way, right? So that's sort of how we played out this trade. And we had to be very, very patient with this trade. As you can see, there was a couple of things sort of at play. I couldn't take a buy at candle open because it was literally heading straight into the zone. There was no bottom wick at all on this candle, but once this candle started breaking the zone and we had some sort of structure on the smaller time frames, gave me confidence for an entry, right? This is not the sharpest entry, guys, but what I tend to do is obviously play it by eye, and you get to see the charts. You can kind of predict when volume's coming in. So when a candle doesn't have a low wick and it's been open, say for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, then you're expecting it to be a very, very bullish candle, right? Because no bottom wick, it means it couldn't even make a bottom wick. It's just moving straight up. So I was expecting this candle just to break out the zone and continue moving in my direction. Now, like I said, the technical issues were frustrating, right? But the trading plan stays the same. Okay, as you can see, the candle doesn't actually come back in the zone. It comes down to the level, but it doesn't pass the level for us to make any sort of drastic moves or manage risk at any point. We was in drawdown for like maybe 4 or 5 pips, 6 pips, I think at most, which is fine. So we were given the trade time, and that's really important, guys. You need to be you need to give trades time. If you have a trading idea, give it time. If you're ever in a trade, and you start getting worried, or you start unsure, you're not sure, ask yourself a question: would I enter this trade again? If I had the opportunity to go back, undo it, would I enter the same trade again? If your answer is yes, sit tight, keep your levels. Okay, as you can see, I'm moving my stop losses just to sort of, because I now it's got no reason to come back in the zone. It's broken the lifts to the side, the wicks to the side. If your answer is no to that question, where you ask yourself, would I enter the trade again? Wherever the trade is at that point, close it, right? Because then you know it's a bad trade. Okay, because it means you rushed into the trade, or you entered the trade without sort of following your plan, or without any sort of confirmations. But we're letting this play out, and constant risk management is the key. As you can see, so we had 1.5% risk in the trade. Now we've got like 1% risk in the trade. I'm looking for what was initially a 1-to-1, of 14, 15 pips. This actually came up, need to kiss the stop loss, and we closed at 14 pips. Right, so we closed as it was pulling back down, which is fine. Now the second trade, as I was telling you guys, I was having a nightmare with technical issues. The second trade here, I had to do it on the simulator for you guys, just to show you how the trade was entered. So this is the 15-minute market structure. As you can see, we had a bit of consolidation. We had a resistance form, right? And then we had a support form, and we had a candle come down and close below support. After this 15-minute candle opened, okay, and it created the top wick, as soon as it started flipping bearish, the entry was made, okay, and that was pretty much it. It was a simple trade. I was looking to fill the wick to the left-hand side. Again, this just a little 1-to-1, so 2 1-to-1s today, both of them winners, and this was around 13 pips. Smack TP, perfect. As soon as this trade was done, closed, and obviously dealt with the technical issues on the PC. Hopefully tomorrow we don't have any problems, and we can do a full video for you guys, and obviously with a full breakdown. But that was pretty much it for the day. Hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to doing the next one for you guys. Thank you.